Welcome back everyone. So the crane's on its way, we've got the engine being lifted today and the mast is coming off, so stay tuned. We're going to film it all being done, speed it up for you guys, and then I'll catch you when it's done and we'll have a good look at that deck and we'll look at the engine bay once it's all been lifted. So we should see the crane start turning up shortly and I'll catch you guys soon.
There once was a ship that put to sea, and the name of the ship was the Belly of Tea. The winds blew hard, her bow dipped down, oh blow me bully boys blow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She had not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Before the boat had hit the water, the whale's tail came up and caught her. All hands to the side, harpooned and fought her when she dived down low. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. No line was cut, no whale was freed, and the captain's mind was not on greed, but he belonged to the whaleman's creed. She took that ship in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
Hello, welcome back again. I think that went really well. Mast came off nice and clean, nothing was attached, we did all the prep work well. No lines, I threw some of the lines, some of them were safety stays that you hang on to when you're underway, but they were all clear out the way. The lines, the ropes, everything else looking good. So as we saw, the mast come off nice and beautifully, no issues there. Engine, not too bad. I think we just had a little bit of difficulty with the flange at the back, you know, in the back of the gearbox. But that went all right. It was just a case of just manoeuvring a little bit with the crane, and yeah, it went well. So I'm pleased about that. It didn't take extremely long. I can't remember what the cost is, but they charge by the 15 minutes. I think hopefully that's around half an hour. So all things that we're keeping an eye on, just, you know, have to register, just, you know, monitor everything that's going in. But yeah, I'm just climbed down now to see what we've got. I've got to be careful with this floorboard because it's just split. But I'll show you our engine bay. Also, this is, if I just put the camera over here, can you see all these washers? Look at all this. All of these we use underneath the engine feet to support the engine. I think there were several. I think some of them have dropped into the bilge, and a lot of them are here, so that's good, isn't it? Hopefully won't have to do that again. We'll sort the feet out properly. Anyway, so if we have a look at the engine bay, look how deep that goes. So this is the so we've got our bulkhead here. So on the other side of this, it's a lot shallower, as we saw in the other video. As we can see here, I've opened up the hatch out in the cockpit to give us some light. If I get a bit more light, try and get a lot of light in there, that is really deep. So I wonder what we're going to do about that. Because we've got all these hoses for the bilge pumps. Engine brackets are, as you can see here, how are they bolted in? They're sort of bolted through the fiberglass. You can see there's the other bolt the other side. They look pretty solid, they can clean up. We'll probably use those. The engine feet, definitely not. They're going to be coming out. We've got new ones coming, as you saw. So much movement on those. I think Pete was saying that these came out the back of a car from the 60s, and these were used for the rear bumper. And so they just used it, I think it was on being a Volvo engine, no doubt it was a Volvo car. You can correct me if I'm wrong, let me know, but they use these evidently as the rear bumper shock absorbers on those old cars. Those are our Paris rubbers on the back of the prop here. On the back of our prop shaft here, you can see that these should actually be still intact on the other end of the engine, which we'll go and have a look at shortly. Just quickly, because Pete's working on it now, just disconnecting bits. It'd be interesting to know what that metal plate is now that we've got a bit of light in. I saw it before, it's sort of all crusted away. There's a metal plate up there. Must house something in here, like stern packing or something like that, although the stern packing, as I'm just pointing out, but it's just there. I showed you before. These are our seacocks. These are all nice and free actually and working, but they're all going to come out now anyway, and I think we're making a decision to service them and reseat them. Throttle lever is, this is our old throttle lever that can come out. There's our gear lever, and yeah, there's our little inlet seacock. We'll check this out. Is that working? No, that's not moving. Have a look inside of that. Usually have a filter housing. Here we go. So these filter housing, as you can see inside, as the engine is sucking in the water to cool it, it pumps the water out the back, because you probably see on the boats it's pumping the water through the engine. We've taken the exhaust off. It was the black tube that went through the back of the boat. We've taken that off. It came off the exhaust elbow, but the water pumps out with that, and where it draws in through here, it cools our engine down. But being where you are, you're always going to suck up some sort of, you could even get a plastic bag, you can get seaweed, you can get all things that clog it up. But most of the small bits in that, the debris, you know, like the seaweed bits, as you can see here in the filter, this usually collects all of that rubbish, and what we can usually do is just sort of clear this out, put it back in. We just have a look through there. Can we see through out with the boat? Yeah, just a small, just a bit of light there, because it's currently, is that open? Usually when it faces up it's open, isn't it? But put our filter back in, and then we screw our cap back on, and then you carry on. Obviously making sure it's closed before you open your one. So yeah, just like I did with the other boat, we're going to completely douse all of this in our good old oven cleaner and barbecue cleaner. That way it can really eat into it. I haven't got gloves on at the minute. I'm in pretty filthy hands, but you can see how rottenly disgusting that is. You've got some earth bonding leads there that have all just perished and come off. But yeah, join me in a second. We'll go and have a look at Pete. We'll go and see Pete. Welcome back, guys. Pete's just currently sorting out the engine feet for the engine for us to transport it, so we can put it on the feet, or what feet are left. Put it on the stand, put it on the pallet. There you go, I'm trying to get my words out. Sort out the pallet, and then we can then take it away, go through it all, and then we can see if we can start it up, and then go from there really. But if we take a look, we just go and have a look first. We can go and have a look at we got the mast here. What do we look at? The mast or the engine? Let's have a look at this engine. Sorry about the wind, it's always windy. There we go. Nice little prop you're making there, Pete.
Not my finest antique cabinetry work, but
that'll do the job, right?
it'll do.
So let's have a little zoom around so everyone gets a better look at it. There we go. So I think what we'll do is we'll create another episode where Pete and I will hook this up to a bit of water, a bit of fuel. Once Pete's sorted out the engine blocks and we get it out of here, because we're not going to leave it here, get it in the back of the van. We're going to fire it up and test it and see if it will bounce down the garden or wherever it's going. Right, catch you in a bit. We're going to go and have a quick look at the deck now that the mast has been removed. I've got to say it is windy, but I've got the old muff hooked up, so hopefully it will knock out a lot of the wind. But we'll go out and take a look. So let's go and let's walk out and take a look. We've done a bit of clearing up here, just shuffling up the old rubbish, if you remember seeing it before. So we got rid of a lot of that. Take a look. Looking forward to cleaning all this dirt up. If we take a look around, you can get a better idea of what we're up against. God, it's always windy. See, if it's not sunny, it's rainy and dark and there's no wind, or if it's nice and sunny, it's bloody windy. Right, I reckon that there, probably, this here used to be for a life raft, I should imagine, because I mean we couldn't really access this before. Over here we've got the mast step here, so for the mast to be put in. Then we've got the old deck lands. Well, not deck lands, these are the deck plugs off the actual mast, but I think we're going to take these off and actually use proper deck lands for this, because it'll be much better. If we just walk around here, here's our anchor. We've got an anchor on here. We have a chain below, which is good. All of these bits of wood, look at that. Ready, watch this. I don't think that's attached to much, do you? Yeah, that is truly rotten through there. Look at this. Gonna have to build some blocks. Reseat the blocks on this boat. Same on this side. I mean, that one's obviously a lot better than that one. But it's completely rotten through. That one's alright. Caught this wind. If I turn us around, try and get you out the wind a bit. So yeah, these are our safety lines. These are our like safety stays that we hang onto when you're walking on the deck when the boat's heeling or underway. If we get a better idea. These here are our bottlenecks. This is what our mast attaches to, so I'm going to get the rigger to go through these for us. As you can see, it's much better. Just come through the boat here. There's no spongy bits really. Just trying to jump around on the boat now. I'm not seeing much. Oh, that was a bit cracky there. Here we go through here. Right, welcome back. I don't know if I'm going to have a look at the footage for walking around the deck because it's really windy now. The sun's come out, it's just ridiculous. So hopefully I can even just do a mic over the video if I get a chance, if I get time to. But I'll compile something together, or I'll get my friend to do it. Which is a shout out now for Sean that we saw in the first episode, who's actually editing the videos for me. It's just down to me to work on my camera work a bit more, learn as I go along, sort of buying a few things that I can sort of save for, put towards the boat, YouTube projects and everything like this sort of thing. I used this a bit earlier. It's a sort of a gimbal, put the camera in it, we walk round and I can get those steady shots for us. I'm still learning how to use it and if I'm using it right. I did do the walk round with this, so we'll see. Because I know there's a few comments about the sort of the footage. Sometimes it's hard to get particular footage in particular areas, But I've got 2 cameras now, as we saw earlier. I had one set up on the stern, on the push pit up there, and then I had one down below where the crane had come in. So that worked out all right. I think in terms of going forward in here is to get some lighting, even if I get some rechargeable lighting to lighten up the boat for us. That would be really great, especially when I'm doing some jobs and we can go through stuff together and talk about it. I'm going to see how the deck sort of video footage came out for today. Just do some more of it in the next episode, because the next one we're going to be looking at doing the full clean out on the deck, just washing all that dirt off and just going all over it with the jet wash, and then showing up any nasties that I've probably missed. I mean, I've done a walk round, nothing feels spongy or bad on the actual deck. We did see that the wooden blocks where the cleats are held, the cleats being where you put the ropes around, the wooden blocks are rotted. So I know we've got some wood put away that we can cut up and use, like some nice solid oak blocks or whatever, that we can go over and sort those out. But yeah, today was good. Mast off, engine out, got an overview of everything. We'll go through the mast next. It's just too windy to carry on going out there talking through bits. Yeah, we'll go through the mast, the next one, washing the boat down. But I just want to say thanks again for watching. Give the video a thumbs up, which would be excellent. The channel's growing slowly, and like I said, I'm working on it. I'm working on making improvements, making it a bit better for viewing, and also just trying to get on with the boat at the same time. So it's just juggling the two together. But thanks again for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Yeah, see you all guys soon. Cheers. Bye for now.